The Resolute Desk is one of only 6 desks that's ever been used in the Oval Office. So far, 8 different presidents have used it there as their presidential desk. It's my favorite desk of all time, and it has a really crazy backstory. Way back in 1845, 2 English ships, the HMS Terror and the HMS Erebus, were looking for a northwest passage above Canada. But the ships got stuck in the ice and the crew was stranded in the Arctic. By 1850, all 129 people aboard the Terror and Erebus were dead, but nobody knew that yet back in England. So they sent out a rescue expedition with 5 British ships, including the HMS Resolute. The rescue ships arrived in the area in 1851, but all of the rescue ships ended up getting stuck in the ice too. And all of them sank except for the HMS Resolute, which was abandoned. And the Resolute slowly drifted eastwardly with the ice until it was found by American whalers, and then the American government fixed it up and returned it to England, where Queen Victoria herself met the ship on arrival. And when it was decommissioned 30 years later, she had a bunch of desks made from the timbers. 2 of the desks were made for herself. One's a small writing table, and the other is an even smaller writing table for her private yacht. Another was given to the widow of Henry Grinnell, who was an American merchant and philanthropist. And she presented our subject of a desk to Rutherford B. Hayes in 1880, but it didn't have this front part yet. But that was before the Oval Office had even been built in the White House. So it kind of moved from place to place around in the White House. And then in 1961, Jackie Kennedy said she, quote, found it languishing in the White House broadcast room. So she was the one who first brought it into the Oval Office. But after her husband got sniped in '63, the desk toured with a traveling exhibit for the Kennedy Presidential Library, and then it was given to the Smithsonian Institute. But Jimmy Carter brought it back into the Oval Office in the '70s. And since then, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden have all used it as their presidential desk in the Oval Office. I even found a picture of kid president sitting at the desk. If you're counting, that's all the most recent presidents except for George H.W. Bush. George H.W. for the most part used the C&O desk as his Oval Office desk, which was the same desk he used when he was vice president. He did use the Resolute desk in his private office in the White House though. Before that, FDR had used it in the yellow oval room and added a front hinged panel to hide his leg braces. Here's a picture of some kid Kennedys hiding behind that panel. Obama got a lot of guff for putting his feet up on it. But he wasn't the only president that did. Trump purportedly installed the Diet Coke button on the desk. But really that button has been there since at least George W. Bush. Trump just used it to order Diet Cokes. Just today I voted for Kamala Harris and I hope she wins. And I hope that she decides to use the Resolute desk as her Oval Office desk when she does.